It started with a scent, a faint trace of cologne on her blouse that wasn't mine. At first, I brushed it off. After all, Lily and I had been married for 10 years, and trust had always been a cornerstone of our relationship. But that night, as she sat across from me at the dinner table, her laughter felt forced, her eyes distant, as if she were sharing a private joke with someone who wasn't there. Late night at the office again? I asked casually, cutting into my meal. She nodded a little too quickly. Yeah, the team's under a lot of pressure with this new client. You know how it is. Except I didn't. Lily worked in marketing, and while her job had its busy spells, the sudden surge of late nights had come out of nowhere. Still, I forced a smile and let it slide, not wanting to seem paranoid. But doubt has a way of gnawing at you. Soon I started noticing other things. A new perfume she didn't wear at home, text messages she shielded from view, and newfound obsession with her appearance. I decided to dig deeper, not because I want to catch her, but because I needed clarity. One night while she was in the shower, I scrolled through her phone. My heart pounded as I sifted through her messages, but nothing seemed amiss. Just as I was about to give up, I noticed a recurring name, Greg. It was innocuous enough, a co-worker, I assumed, but the exchange was familiar. Too familiar. Here, can't stop thinking about last night. My stomach churned. A simple sentence, but confirmed everything I feared. I put her phone back exactly where I found it, my hand shaking. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I spent the next few days watching, waiting, and planning. I didn't want to explode in anger. I wanted her to feel the weight of her betrayal. One evening, when she claimed she'd be working late again, I followed her. My car trailed hers as she drove. Not to the office, but to a cozy little bar on the outskirts of town. Through the window, I saw her laughing with a man, tall, dark-haired, and undeniably charming. Greg. My chest tightened as I watched them. Her hand lingering on his arm, his lips grazing her cheek. It was all I could do to keep from storming in and tearing the place apart. But I didn't. Instead, I took photos. Not for revenge. Not yet. I wanted evidence. Proof this wasn't just some misunderstanding. The next day, I acted as though nothing was wrong. Over breakfast, Lily cheerfully recounted how the presentation had gone well and how she might have to pull a few more late nights to close the deal. That's great, honey, I said, forcing a smile. You're working so hard. Why don't we celebrate this weekend? Just the two of us. She hesitated for a moment, but then agreed, probably thinking it would throw me off the scent. I spent the next few days setting my plan in motion. I started with her office. One evening, while she was out, I drove to her building. It wasn't hard to get in. A smile and a fabricated story about a forgotten file got me past security. Inside her office, I searched her desk. At first, it seemed like any other workspace, but then I found a drawer with a small lock. Fortunately, it was the kind of cheap lock easily picked with a paperclip. Inside, I found what I was looking for: love notes, receipts for dinners she claimed were with clients, and even a small box containing a bracelet with "Forever Yours" engraved on it. The pain was sharp and immediate, but it also fueled my resolve. I left everything exactly as I found it and walked out of the building with a clear head and a burning determination. Saturday arrived, and I played the doting husband, preparing a candlelit dinner home. Lily seemed genuinely surprised, and for a moment, I wondered if she felt guilty. But guilt doesn't erase betrayal, and I wasn't about to let her off the hook. I have a surprise for you, I said after dinner, handing her a small gift box. Her eyes lit up as she opened it. Inside was a key, the key to her locked drawer at the office. Her face went pale as she stared at it, realization dawning. What is this?" she stammered. "Oh, you know exactly what it is," I replied, my voice calm but cold. "I found your little stash, Lily. The notes, the receipts, the bracelet. How long has this been going on? And don't you dare lie to me." She tried to deny it at first, her voice trembling, but the evidence was irrefutable. Eventually, she broke down, sobbing and begging for forgiveness. "It didn't mean anything," she cried. "I was lonely, and you've been so busy with work." "Busy with work?" I snapped. Do you have any idea how hard I've been working to provide for us, to give you this life? And this is how you repay me." She fell to her knees, clutching my hand. "Please, James, I'll do anything to make it right." But I wasn't interested in her apologies. "You've already done enough," I said, pulling my hand away. "And now it's time for you to face the consequences." Over the next few weeks, I methodically dismantled the life she'd taken for granted. I filed for divorce, citing infidelity. I informed her family and close friends of the truth, presenting the evidence to back up my claims. The fallout was swift and brutal. Her parents, who had always adored me, were devastated and openly sided with me. Her friends, many of whom were mutual acquaintances, turned their backs on her. At work, things weren't much better. While I hadn't gone out of my way to expose her, word got around, as it always does. Greg, it turned out, was married as well, and when his wife found out, she made sure HR knew about the office romance. Both Lily and Greg were let go, their reputations in shambles. One evening, as I was packing up the last of her belongings, she showed up at the house looking broken. "James, please," she whispered. "I've lost everything. I just need a chance to make it right." I looked at her, a woman I had once loved more than anything, and felt nothing but pity. "You made your choices, Lily. Now you have to live with them." As she walked away, I felt a strange sense of relief. The pain of betrayal was still there, but so was the satisfaction of knowing I had stood up for myself and refused to be a victim. Life moved on, and so did I, stronger and wiser than before.